Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to have this little puppy in my hands. This is the Natasha Denona Mini Star Palette, and I just felt like playing with makeup today. I'm actually just doing a lot of like fall cleaning, swapping out clothes for the season, and thought, you know what? I really want to put on makeup and I want to play with this. And then also I got the Jaclyn Hill Morphe eye set that honestly, spoiler alert, I have been loving these so much. So I don't know, just having some new things just makes me want to play with makeup even on a day that I'm not going anywhere. So I don't know, I felt like playing around with this, and we'll see where it takes us, and I will show you guys what this looks like. Okay, so if you don't know, Natasha Denona is a really expensive brand, and she has a larger star palette that came out, I want to say 2 years ago or so, and it's beautiful, but it's $225, which I will never spend that amount of money on an eyeshadow palette. I mean, never say never, but it's highly unlikely to happen. So I have bought like a larger 5-shade palette from her before, which was like $55, and it was before I discovered glitter glue, and I hated all the fallout because it was a bunch of glitter, so I ended up giving it away. Now I kind of regret it because now I own glitter glue and I could probably make it work, but that's okay, it's with a good home. So when she came out with this palette, and this is what it looks like, I really wanted to get it. One, because the colors are really pretty. They're more neutral, but some fun pops of color as well. Or one fun pop of color, and then that one's kind of like on the more shimmery side, so I think it's going to be fun. But this is $25. I got it on Sephora's site. I actually waited. It released at like midnight, and I like rushed to get it. Like at 12:20 I ordered it. So anyway, so yeah, so I have already, as you can see, I've already played around with this and have really enjoyed it, and it was something outside of my comfort zone using this, and it was like a dark smoky shade. I used these two shades and that one, and it was gorgeous. It was such a pretty look. I got so many compliments, so I'm really excited to play around with this. I think today I'm going to use this like gold green. It's showing up more gold on the camera, but it does have a little bit of like olive green look to it. And then there's like a really pretty like pink shade on the inside, but I think I'm going to play with this one today with these two and see what that look turns out to be. So I'll go ahead and give you all some swatches of these just so you have them. I don't know. Oh, these do have actual colors on them. Let's see if I have them right. Okay, so we have Cosmo, which is like this like blue-brown type shade. It looks blue in the pan, but then when you swatch it, it does look a little like reddish brown. And then we have Earth, Bellatrix, which is this pinky shade here, Attic, which is like the darker brown, and then Orion, which is a like greenish gold. So let me swatch those on my hand. Okay, so they are in this order. So there's that bluish shade, there is the like mid-tone like brown shade, there's that pink shade, the darker brown shade, and the gold shade. So that's what they look like. So I did already prime my eyes with this NYX glitter primer, and I find that this works really well. I've never tried another glitter primer. I mean, I think I've tried like a sample of the Too Faced one, and it was so similar that I just decided to just buy the less expensive one. So I am going to use the Morphe by Jaclyn Hill eye brush set. I'm really impressed with these. There's several different type shapes that I don't have, but I feel like I really should have. Like, I don't have one, like a small one like this, and I really should. Like, that is a really useful brush to have. So, and then this massive blender brush, look how big that is. So I have been using this the past like 2 or 3 days since I got it, and it is a game changer. It's awesome. My biggest blender brush that I have in my collection right now is so much smaller than this. Like, you can see a difference. And then this one's just a little more, like this is more dense, so it like blends out a little more. So I am really excited, and I feel like this will help me do eye makeup so much better. So I will show you how I use that one. Okay, so I'm going to take the JH33 and into this, this lighter brown shade. I need a mirror. I will say the only thing, like, this doesn't have a mirror, which I don't care. Like, I don't feel like everything needs to have a mirror, because I use like this type of mirror when I get ready, so I don't, but it's just for this purpose. I'm just going to grab this little NARS mirror. So I'm just going to place that like on my crease, like this area where I would put any transition shade. And as you can see, it's really pigmented. It looks really light in the pan, but on my eye you can really see it, but I'm kind of pale, so. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and deepen out my crease with this color. I think it's called Attic. So I'm going to go ahead and deepen out with that one. I think I'm going to start with this JH40 brush just to be a little more precise. Can you guys see that? It's really pigmented. And I'm really not seeing a lot of fallout. Like, I did that with the brush, so I think that helps, but it's really pretty. So I'm definitely going to blend that out, but you can see how much pigment you can get on your eye just in one go around. And do the other eye. Now I'm going to take this big Mama Jamma. This is the JH30. It's huge. And I'm just going to blend the crap out of that, and then I'll probably add a little more to keep building up the color, but I want it to be really well blended. So as you can see, it did blend it out, but it did dilute it quite a bit, so I may go back in and build it up a little more. Okay, going in with the second layer, and then to blend again. So I'm going to take a little more of that brown and just put it here so I don't lose that shade. And then I'm going to take this other brush that's a bit cleaner. This is the JH32, and I'm just going to lightly go over this edge to diffuse it out, so I don't have any lines anywhere. Alright, so there's that, and now I want to add the lid shade. So I'm going in with this like greenish type gold, and this is, I believe, Orion. I don't know if I have them backwards or not. We're going with it. This one is like really powder, like, I don't know, that one may have quite a bit of fallout. We're gonna see how this does with my fingertips. I can feel the fallout on my face. The color is showing up on my eye though. I don't know if you can see. And I do like using my finger to press shimmer shadows onto my eyelid. It's just my preferred method, but you could certainly use a flat shader brush. And there is a flat shader brush in this collection. This is JH41. So I kind of want to just see what it does. I am going to put some on the brush, and then I'm going to spray it with some MAC Fix Plus. Here, let's see if this intensifies it at all. I think it does a little bit. Can you tell? So I'm really only going like 3/4 of my eye over, because I still want to have that brown on the outer side. So I'm just gonna blend it all in a little bit. So that definitely is a bit of a glittery shade. So I'm seeing that the glitter came over onto the matte shade, which I don't love necessarily, but it's okay. I mean, it just makes the whole look glittery and not so matte, but I do think it's really pretty. Okay, I'm gonna add some eyeliner. I've got an Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in Perversion. I'm probably gonna top that with the liquid liner, the Kat Von D tattoo liner, because that's just what I like to do. And then in my lower waterline, I'm gonna add this Dior brown, just a stick eyeliner. And then slap on some mascara and I'll be back. Okay, here is the finished look. I did slap on some mascara in addition to the eyeliner. I did put a tiny little bit of this light brown shade underneath of my eyes a little bit. And then I put on this Milani blush in Awakening Rose. It's just a really good neutral blush. And the Bare Minerals Gen Nude, I don't know if this is a lip lacquer or something, in Everything. It's just a plain nude gloss. So this is the final look. I do think that it turned out really pretty. I do think I liked the blue-brown look a little bit better, but I think this is really pretty for fall. So some final thoughts on this palette. I like that you have, you can get an entire look out of this. I think for me, what I will probably constantly always go to is going to be this in the crease area as a transition color, and then this to deepen it out. I think that'll be my go-to, and then I can either use this one, or this one all over the lid. I think that'll be what I primarily use this palette for, but it's three very different looks. So you have a more gold, slightly green tone looked here. I do think it is more gold than anything. It's more like an antique gold. You've got like a pink, like a champagne pink type color. And then you've got this really interesting blue, brown, almost red color here that just makes it look really different. You have a really different eye look, something that's out of my comfort zone. So I like that. I feel like this is a perfect palette that I think that I will gravitate towards whenever I am going out at night or have something to do where I need to look a little more glam. So I love that. I love how compact and little this is. This is really small. Let me compare it to something. Something most of us have, one of the Too Faced ones. Look how small that is compared to that. So it is really small. I feel like the packaging's really nice. I don't need a mirror. I like that I can see all the colors. This opens up really nice. It does have a, like it does click closed, and it's not gonna just pop open. So I really like that. You've got the shade names on the back. So I think overall, there's no complaints about this. I mean, yeah, you've got a glitter shade, and glitter's gonna kind of go everywhere, whether you use a glitter glue or not. I'm seeing it's kind of getting all over my eyes, but I'm not seeing a ton of fallout on my face. And then this one, when I did this one, I didn't see any fallout at all the other night. So I like that. I'm really impressed by this palette for $25. I don't think you can beat it. So I would suggest you go out and get it before it sells out, because I imagine it will. I will leave it linked down below, but you can just look on the Sephora site for the mini star palette. So yeah, so that is my little, almost like really second impressions of this palette, and I hope that you all enjoyed. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't so you can see other videos, and I appreciate every single one of you. Have a wonderful day. Bye.